my channel. This is Nicole with Made from Scrap, and welcome to my craft fair series. This is all about quick tutorials for making things for my Christmas craft fair, and this is the project that I'm starting out with. It is a nail file holder. I have seen these on other channels, but I've seen them used by making it with a die, and I do not have the die, so I'm going to show you quickly what I put together in order to make these. So let's get started. I guess first things first, I am using some cardstock. This is 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I am cutting this down to 2 inches wide by the 8.5 inches. So we're going to cut multiples of this. The fastest way to do this for the craft fairs is to do your mass making. So cut 2-inch strips and you'll get 5 out of one sheet of 8.5 by 11. And then we're going to use our 12 by 12 paper pads and pull out a sheet. And the best way to use this is the non-directional type of paper. And for each nail file, we're going to need 2 pieces that measure 7.5 inches tall by 1 7/8 of an inch wide. So cut those down into strips as well. I first cut down the 7.5 inch. And then I cut that 7.5 inch wide piece down into 1 7/8 inches. And then lastly, I'm going to get a different piece of pattern paper that matches with the first one and that coordinates with it. And we're going to cut these down to 4 inches in height and 2 inches wide. So again, strips. So for each nail file, you're going to need 1 of these. Okay. Next thing we need to do is pull out our envelope punch board. And for this project, we're going to be using this and our scoreboard. So let's get the scoreboard out. Take your cardstock strip, and we're going to place that on our scoreboard with the 8.5 inches at the top, and you're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch, and that's it. That's all the scoring. So do all of your scoring for your cardstock, and then you can get rid of your scoreboard. Okay. And then the next thing we're going to do is pull in that envelope punch board, and you're going to place the 3/4 inch score line right at your 2.5 inch mark here. So just to the left of your punch, you should have a 2.5 inch mark. And we're just going to punch that. Then you're going to flip it over this way, and again align that 3/4 inch punch, 3/4 inch score line with the 2.5 inch line, and then you're going to punch it again. And that's it for the cardstock, unless you want to go ahead and use a corner rounder and also round those top 2 pieces. Okay, those top 2 corners. Just like that. So that's optional. And then we're going to take our pieces of pattern paper, and we're going to go ahead and align those with the bottom also at the 2.5 inch mark. Punch that, flip it over, align it again with the 2.5 inch mark, punch it, and we're going to do it for the other piece that we're going to use for the back of the nail file, again at 2.5 inches. Turn it over, 2.5 inches, punch it. So now we have 2 of those. And lastly, we need the piece that measures 4 inches by 2 inches. We're going to put that in our envelope punch board. Again, align that at the 2.5 inch mark. Give it a punch, flip it over, and last time. Okay. Now, don't forget that if you chose to use your corner rounder on your cardstock, that you also want to do the same thing for your patterned pieces here. So let's go ahead and do that. This is thinner paper, so I just put the 2 of them together, and it makes it a lot faster. And then what I want to do is, for this piece, I'm going to use my 1-inch circle punch, and I'm going to go ahead and punch out a piece. I'm just eyeball centering that right from this shorter end, just like that. And that creates something that I think looks like a neckline for a dress. Okay, and then I'm going to take my scrap piece here, and I'm going to go ahead and punch a circle, same 1-inch circle in that. And then I'm taking a scallop circle punch. This is a 1.5 inch. Okay, this is also optional, just for decoration. I'm centering that 1-inch circle right in the middle of the scallop, just eyeball. And then you should have created this ring by doing that. And what I'm going to do with this is just cut this right in half, like so. And now I have, out of that one thing that I did, I have a 1-inch circle that I can put in my little scrap bin. And then I have these 2 pieces right here that I can use to actually glue down like so in order to create a collar, right? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to place a little bit of glue just around the edge. That is a lot of glue. Okay. Put that right there. Fit that down to the circle, align it. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to use my scissors and I'll just cut off the excess there. Just like so. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to be taking all of our cardstock pieces and we're going to go ahead and burnish those score lines. 2 score lines, just like that. Okay, we're going to place glue on the back side of our pattern paper, just like so, and we're going to align it with the top. Just make sure you have an even just like that. Okay, if you don't like having this extra piece, you can always cut it off, but it doesn't bother me. So that is my piece. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to place glue on the back side here. Again, I'm going to line these 2 notches up, which should mean that you have your pattern piece right here down at the bottom. Okay. And remember that you want that 1/4 inch gusset down there at the bottom. And if you have any extra hanging over, go ahead and trim that off now. Okay. And then we're going to take this 4-inch piece and we're just going to place glue right at the bottom of it. And I want to put glue also right at the top of this little 1/2 inch flap. Okay. Then I'm going to put these 2 together. Remember to leave that 1/4 inch gusset. Just going to finger press it here, like so. Okay, and then we're going to take our nail file. We're going to go ahead and put that right there, just set it down. Then we're going to put glue on the back side of just this top portion. So, make sure I'm in the camera. Just this top portion. Align those notches like so. Hold it down and just press on either side until that glue holds. And make sure you have it straight, not like me. There we go. There we go. Just like that, okay? And then you can finish decorating your little dress however you want. If you're going to use a fun little ribbon, you can do that. I've just been tying little bows on here. Just to dress it up just a smidge. Oh, let's straighten that ribbon out. Okay. I'm not the best at tying bows, people. Okay. Give it a little trim. And then I picked up these bags. They are pretzel bags. I think I got it from Walmart. It comes 20 pieces. These measure 2 1/4 inches by 9 3/4 inches. So I'm just pulling out one of these bags. And then I will leave the opening at the bottom. Okay, once I put this in, I'll have the opening at the bottom. I just have about 3/4 of an inch at the bottom. And how I'm closing this is just with a piece of invisible tape here. So I will just fold this up and over and place a little tiny piece of tape there. And then I have this portion at the top, which I am using some of my leftover pieces from previous years. Let's see. Like this, but I had already pre-scored. And of course you just need to cut this down to 2 1/4 inches. I think that piece is too short. So let me use my cutter. So 2 1/4 inches, and my piece measures 2 inches by 2 1/4 inches. I scored it on the 2-inch side at 1 inch so that I have this. I think I'm going to place it this way. Okay, and that will get placed. It's just a quick bag topper. It will get placed just like so. And I will use my little mini attacher, tiny attacher. And then you can decorate however you wish. I am using a Scrap Diva die. I got out this word joy. And so I'm just going to use some of my scraps again. Let's see. There's a piece. Use my little sidekick. Okay, go ahead and place this here. Let me get another. Yeah, that's another scrap from a previous project. Again, you want to do these assembly lines, so just do all of your sentiments if you're going to do sentiments, and then move on to the next portion, but that is the fastest way to do all these. Okay. Take this out. Punch out the little pieces here. Okay. I'm going to place a little bit of glue on the back side. Down just like so. And this can go right on here. Good way to use your scraps. Place that right there. Where are my flowers? Who took the flowers? Who took the flowers? Let me find them. Okay, I found them. Of course, they're on my desk. Last one left. I'm going to place a little glue on there. Scrunch this up a bit. And just like that. let it dry. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness, so adorable. Okay, I hope that you have enjoyed this fun little tutorial. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you have enjoyed this and if you would like to see fun little projects like this coming up. Until next time, everyone, happy